Alright, baby. Coleman. Alright, baby. Coleman.
You haven't even got a fat bankroll in your pocket. In your
Coleman.
got a fat bankroll in your got a fat bankroll in your
We only getting started. Yeah, I got the light. He got the light. We got the light. What you know about it? So much light. More light than a spike in your power bill. Or a match when it strike, we devour ill. They don't know how to feel. Their minds crippled, mental gangbangers. Never saw losers, but we game changers. Rearrange strangers with the written next mission. Bring the light to your home, electrician. I've been grinding since the basement. If you know, you know, man, you not adjacent. I'm in a league of my own. My soul speaking through poems. Both your speakers are blown for my songs. Let's get it on. I'm ready for the challenge. The dichotomy of dark and light is all about balance. Life's never perfect. Beauty runs deeper than the surface. Album on sale, but the soul not for purchase. Birth this ill style with mild symptoms. It gets them ecstatic. I'm a shock to the system. Warrior. Battle scarred, yet these bars hard. Thus became an author, not the art part. I say, this the hard part. Restarted the lost art. Can make a smash from the mouth. I'm an all-star. Like this, light switch. Life is priceless. Like this, light switch. Life is priceless. Hit the light switch if you need a light switch. Like this, right quick for the night shift. I got the light, he got the light, we got the light switch. Sacrifice a ticket to the afterlife. My mission isn't done on earth. Alert the jerseys versus fuel my appetite. I have the right insight. World needs the facts of life. Healthy as an apple slice. This what real rappers like. International. Took a vacation. Still working on my sabbatical. Casual but tactical.
Listen up, please.
I'm more than a chess piece. Pawn starving a bargain for scraps while the rest eat. Left me to fend for myself and I conquered where the wild things are with the monsters. As the earth keeps turning, lies keep turning. My eyes see burning. Fire desire acquired. I'm blessed as 3 sermons. Speaking that breeze, defeat vermin. Billie Jean, you can see that light. Every step that I take, walk with a glow kept to my faith. Like this, light switch. Like this, priceless. Like this, light switch. Like this, priceless. Hit the light switch if you need a light switch. Like this, right quick for the night shift. I got the light. the redeemer. Queens of radiant demeanor, beams of light. I know you've seen us. Shine bright through the zeitgeist. Baking on jewels, hit a nice heist. Drop a few gems, then ignite mics. Land of the free, but it comes for the slight price. You are not nice. Rappers want to battle, not a sweat. Quiet is kept like Naruto's wife. He not a threat. Young vet in the place. Masses, brains all trash. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Darkness embraced like a plague. But our light never would be dim. Better grab a pair of shades. But shine all in your face. I got the light, he got the light switch. We can't stop shining, fam. It's what we do. Paint the sky blue. Feeling like static shock out here. What? They talk about
What up, G? What? Yeah, she do. You better go talk to her. Yeah. Uh-huh. Too fine, too fine. Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the FRZ unit channel, where tonight FRZ will make their second round of ESEA Season 57 Advanced against NineFly Esports. As always, my name is Blakelet_CS. Tonight, joining me, and presumably for the future, is going to be Zeph. Zeph, we both exchanged some sentiments about this matchup going into this, and I can already see you smiling, so I know which way we want this one to go.
Yeah, I think this is a very interesting matchup. You have two teams kind of coming in, both having their new debut in advanced. NineFly Esports, I believe, just like this FRZ unit roster, they just qualified for it by having a deep playoff run last season. So I think they're both kind of looking to maybe have a great start. I know FRZ had a little bit of a slow start on their T-side. Mirage we saw on Tuesday didn't really look too hot. It was three rounds to start things off, then 9 in a row in the opponents. But their CT side is where they really kind of just show a lot of momentum, able to find some life. Unfortunately, though, they were not able to close that out and ended up with a 13-10. But it's not Mirage tonight, Blaker. It's Ancient.
Yeah, it is Ancient, and it's what a lot of people call Green Mirage, so hopefully not a lot of the same struggles. However, for NineFly Esports, they were able to find a round 1 victory against Addis, I believe this is, in a 13-8 fashion. But I also think that this FRZ unit roster is one that's a little bit more well-drilled and a little bit underestimated in this advanced division. We have some high firepower fraggers, as you may know in the chat. We have Jack Rose, Sharpie, Brox, Jenny, and Toasty. And on the side of NineFly Esports, we have controversial names. We have Z-Bands, J-Trops, Ronin7, Dash, and Michu. And like you said, they had a deep playoff run last season, but now have to prove their worth and prove that they belong in this advanced division. And in terms of Ancient, Zeph, I think that FRZ are really going to shine on the CT side of this map, but pending this knife round, will decide where they want to go.
Absolutely. And, I think on the side of NineFly Esports, I do actually like J-Trops a lot, and I do like Michu. I've been able to watch a couple of Michu games over the last couple of years, and I do think he's been very consistent in the firepower department. Then not only that, J-Trops, I've really liked what I've seen with him on that AWP. Of course, Z-Bands previously was an IGL and AWP player, eventually giving up that AWP role to mainly focus on that IGLing. And, NineFly overall, they seem to have maybe found their rhythm a little bit, able to find some momentum coming into the latter end of last season, now coming into this one as well. So with the knife round finishing up now, I do believe NineFly will be starting on the T side and FRZ will be starting on that CT side.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we get into this map of I almost said Mirage.
Almost
You're
said
giving
it.
me flashbacks.
Almost
As
said
we
it.
go into this map of Ancient, it's going to be rank 41 to 53rd, facing off against 11th to 29th, and that is, once again, NineFly Esports taking on FRZ. FRZ on the CT side, as you mentioned, but a lot of utility in the belt of Z-Bands, and it feels like it's going to be an instant B hit.
Absolutely. J-Trop's already lining that smoke grenade over towards the long position. However, Toasty and Brox will be on this B site, but over in towards that K position. So the site essentially clear for the time being, allowing Ronin to get the bomb down, putting it into a 5 versus 5 retake until Michu finds the opener of the round, takes down Toasty and K, but they want to go aggressive even further. Brox hoping for some dually magic to happen, but it won't come to fruition as Michu will find the second in the round. FRZ now down to a 3 versus 5, excuse me. But look at the positioning. NineFly in perfect tradable positions, but hold on just a moment. Jenny and Sharpie each able to find some kills in their own favor, but Ronin and J-Trops stop the magic from happening for FRZ. It is just Jackro, but Ronin with the icing on the cake to find the final frag and give NineFly the round.
Yeah, and it was a heads-up display from NineFly Esports. As soon as they found the site was clear, they immediately brawled into Cave and towards Cheetah, and as a result, FRZ had a weekend retake off the back of losing that man advantage. Going into round number 2, though, it will be 2 upgraded pistols in the hands of FRZ. I'm assuming some sort of mid-fight going on, and I think my prediction is coming to fruition. Dash and Ronin going to be here to rebound some of this contact, but the elbow smoke doesn't allow them to get visual, so as soon as Brox walks through, he might be able to catch this off guard. Brox stuck on the wall, flashbang rings over the top, Brox does hit the floor, and Dash collects 2 kills. Jenny's able to convert 1 and find the trade onto Dash, but D-Bands and Ronin ready for that contact. Leave Jackro on his lonesome.
You know, it was a good idea for the sack there from FRZ. I'm not really too sure. Maybe going through the smoke there, a little bit of a bold play to try and catch anyone from NineFly off guard. Unfortunately, they were just one step ahead, waiting for the aggression, and it pays off convincingly. Only one frag going into the favor of FRZ for the time being. Unless Jackro hits a shot like that, makes it a little bit more costly for NineFly, and it's Z-Bands to close out the round with a double, as NineFly hit 2.
Yeah, and I honestly think that the elbow push through that smoke was kind of just a, hey, let's push out towards mid, try to fight through elbow, and if we get some kills, we get some kills, and if not, then we have rifles a lot faster than we otherwise would have, just getting that round kind of knocked out immediately. And in round 3, FRZ will have rifles to work with. There's going to be an instant red room smoke, instant cheetah smoke as well from NineFly. But Toasty is looking to get aggressive, has the MP9, and this is a little bit of that same play coming in that prior round, but off the back of the utility, Toasty is going to be blind as a bat and will not be able to convert anything out towards elbow. Has a little bit of a rebound.
We'll get a quick trade, though. I'll start it off with a good flash out of the captain of NineFly. Have a fully blinded Toasty get removed. Sharpie's able to find one, but unfortunately, doesn't go Brox's way instead as he finds a double, looking for a third, not able to connect those. Dashes his hopes at finding the hat trick, but the bomb will be heading towards this B site. Jenny has made his way over in towards Jaguar to try and maybe catch this rotation off guard. Jackro over towards Long. Does hear all the movement, knows exactly where the last one is. But the bomb's going to be planted into the open as J-Chops makes a bit of a mistake there. Dash left alone into the clutch. 1 versus 2, and the flank around from Jenny's too good, as FRZ will get on the board.
Yeah, and the pivotal moment of that third round is going to be Brox, of course, finding those 2 kills, those impactful kills to even out the numbers. And we talked about the little bit of a mid play that Toasty and I believe that was Sharpie had, but at the end of the day, Toasty, facing a lot of that counter utility, will not have an opportunity to find anything out towards mid, and I almost think that's going to put FRZ in a little bit more of a passive approach towards mid, playing Toasty towards Donut, and maybe even having Brox with the op whenever he's able to field it, playing a little bit further back into house. But for the time being, NineFly are looking to press the agenda out towards this A site and will not find anyone home whatsoever. The utility's on point, so if anyone was there, there was going to be cover for every angle, but J-Trops, the Molly, is able to stick that bomb.
Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't win the round here, but the bomb plant will help out very much in the economic department. Dash looking for a potential flank there. He is caught off by Sharpie, so that will allow FRZ to focus more in on this retake. Brox tries to start things off with a bit of a flashbang, but the smoke in Donut will at least delay this retake just a little bit longer. But Toasty right on through as Sharpie finds the opener. Looks for even more, but it's going to be Jackro to find one and Z-Bands to find another.
Oh, no.
Michu, this might be the play. He's able to get the bomb diffuser gone. But just in the nick of time, Jenny will get the defuse. Is FRZ, that looked a little bit scary, but they are able to stay alive with 3.
Yeah, and the one thing that I want to give props to FRZ on is their retake potential. It feels like their protocols, at least in that specific round coming out of Donut, there was a little bit of an early flash coming from Sharpie, but as soon as that nade, or the smoke was broken open with the nade, I need to enunciate my words a little bit better, Sharpie was able to clear out towards Big Box, Jackro found the second kill onto the boost player, and it felt like a coverall setup from this FRZ roster as they made their way back into that A site. Round 5 does lead itself to be a little bit more of a B-lean from this NineFly roster. Aggressive utility towards Cheetah. Bucket Molotov to prevent a push, but Sharpie has the opportunity to get aggressive. And will it be off the back of some help from Toasty? And it will be a beautiful flash, but Z-Bane is able to turn away from it. Ronan able to collect the second kill on Toasty. And a lot of B control has been taken. There's still a lurk towards Elbow that Dash has the opportunity to provide. And once he does, it'll be Jenny all on his own.
All on his own as everyone else is running the hills back towards that A bomb site. Very convincing round here out of NineFly. All 5 remaining alive. Jenny just has to try and hold on to this AK-47. And the defuse kit would work wonders going into that 6th round. But NineFly, they don't want to let him save for the time being. They will send some players out hunting. Michu is going to clear this B side of the map. I do have Ronan also leaning towards T-spawn, but he's actually opted to go in towards lower middle. Flashbang rains out. And Jenny should be able to live to fight another day.
Emphasis on should be. As soon as Ronan's going to clear out through Cheetah and Cave, it feels like the position of Jenny might be completely known. This Ruins angle is a very common spot to try and save from, but you can also see that NineFly don't want to go running into the defensive angle that Jenny did have, so hunt will not be continued. And the money for FRZ not looking all that great. Sharpie's able to field an MP9. It feels like the rest of the roster should be on upgraded pistols, or at the very minimum, just full saving to try and get more rifles into the round 7. And that is presumably what's going to happen. Upgraded pistols. Sharpie does sell back the MP9, so plenty of money for FRZ to buy into the next if they aren't able to find this one. And I think it's just a matter of time until Brox gets that AWP up, and then we see a real shift of the momentum. Sharpie's going to be forced down ramp with the Molotov.
Sharpie threaded the needle. He's walked right past the Molotov. Sharpie's able to find one with the flash from Jenny. J-Chops with a quick trade. But it will pay off at least for FRZ for the time being. They aren't able to recover the rifle, but it's going to be Jenny with the last remaining rifle into this B-bomb site. It looks like Michu wants to try and surround him here, able to see that Toasty has crossed audibly towards the long position, and Jenny is back in the box corner. Will he be cleared though? He might make the play of the day here for FRZ as Jack Rose found one and Jenny's down 2, looking for a third. Beautiful. Yes, he can. Jenny, 3 in the name, 3 in the game as FRZ find the third.
Yeah, that was a banger call, Zeph. I gotta stop overdoing. I gotta give you props for that one. But as you said, 3 in the name, 3 in the game. Brox has the AWP back in hands, all thanks to that 3K that Jenny was able to pull off. And the fact that NineFly don't go hard clearing Ninja feels a little bit awkward, especially considering they only killed 2 members on that site. Because I feel like the standard setup from the CTs, at least on Ancient, is to have 3B and 2A, whether that's the 2 players fighting from Donut and mid, but we'll hold that thought for another time. Ronan and Dash able to convert 2 kills. Sharpie gets caught on the walkthrough through Cheetah, and so now Brox is the only one home that can have any sort of impact towards this A site. Off the back of the frag, it feels like it's going to be an early save call from FRZ, but actually, never mind. They were just unsure of where this final destination would be for this NineFly roster. And Brox still has the AWP in place, and Toasty, or Zeph, I don't know why I called you Toasty, but Brox is known to work wonders with that AWP. Haven't gotten to see too much of it in the season just yet, but there's never too late to see Brox display.
He's looking for it. I think the reason they're even giving this an attempt here is that the call maybe that Ronan has low HP. Hoping maybe that someone on NineFly overextends, but I think the system within NineFly has been instilled upon the roster to say, hey, don't peek on these types of rounds. There's no need whatsoever. Jet looks like he wanted to get a little cheeky with it. Try to go for a late retake there. Brox will go down with the AWP, but he'll take J-Chops with him for the time being. So FRZ will lose both of the remaining players. I believe I hear chat going off right now too, so probably a timeout of some sort, maybe? Maybe not.
No. Production has told us that it's in-game banter between both teams. Nonetheless, the one thing that's... Okay, never mind. Production's telling me to just out who it is. It's Z-Bands typing in chat.
I respect
checks
it,
out, though.
Fun.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta respect it. I was doing my fair share of yelling at Frag York. But the one thing that is on the positives for FRZ in that last round is that the AWP did not get recovered for NineFly. This heavy mid control might be completely subsided by a flank from, I believe that's Jen, in towards Cheetah, but Ronan close by will shut it down. Z-Ban is just trying to find a great lurk into Red Room and will have the timing, but it's just a matter of whether or not he can actually capitalize on this position. Sharpie swinging out from Cheetah does find one, but the instant trade is there, and now Jack Rose under a lot of pressure.
Bro has to hold his own, but Dash takes it away from him. Brox able to get one before going down as well. Toasty now left alone into a 1 versus 3. Have to make some of that Toasty magic come to life. Still yet to frag, having a bit of a slow start here on Ancient. It happens to all of us. Bomb is down now. Smoke and a flash on his back. Hoping that something goes his way. But at this point, it just looks like Toasty's going to be going for these exit frags.
Yeah, and considering how the past few rounds and how the bank accounts look, it's not surprising that is what he's going to try and go for. You can see Z-Band's getting a little bit aggressive out towards V2, but immediately puts the leash on and retreats back towards ramp where the rest of his team awaits, trying to save these rifles, not go down to the bomb, and make sure that Toasty is not waiting in the wings. So as round number 5 is put onto the board for NineFly Esports, plenty of money will be inserted into their bank accounts. FRZ not having the best of luck on their CT side. A tactical timeout, so Jeff LaFlavor can spit some game, as I like to say, into the ears of his players. And realistically, I'd like to see FRZ kind of be a little bit more passive on some of this mid play. We saw some aggression into A main that did lack that mid aggression, but at the same time, there was still some cheetah pressure that was being applied, and it felt a little bit it felt not necessarily needed. Especially considering that if Toasty finds that kill into A main, he can start double walking with his teammate and eventually flank towards mid, but there's a reason we're behind the mic and not in the server. Attack timeout does come to a close. Round 9 underway. And Zeph, it's already looking a little bit bleak for FRZ, but I do have a lot of hopes for them on the T side, but it's just a matter of how much breathing room they can give themselves until they get there.
Well, I mean, right now, the only breathing room that FRZ have in this round is the brought over rifle on Toasty. He's got some utility to work with at least. You know, maybe he can set up full safe pistols to find an opening frag, maybe go their way to recover a rifle. But right now, NineFly leaning towards this A bomb site. Jacko's just alone with a lowly P250. Not be able to work too much here as Ronan finds him on the swing. Now you have Jenny with the 5.7. A couple warning shots through the temple position. It is a 4-on-4 retake now, actually. Sharpie's found Michu. Makes things a little bit interesting here. Should be able to recover an AK, at least for the time being. Now the question arises, can Toasty get something going here as well? He's made his way all the way out. Temple's actually found a double. Pushes it to Z-Bands and Ronan in towards Donut. There is a kit for the time being. Oh, Toasty! How does he find Z-Bands there? It's just Ronan gone, done, and dusted. A round out of absolutely nowhere for FRZ unit off the back of a Toasty A1S save.
I mean, that one's got me scratching the head. I mean, just an aggressive push out of Temple. Toasty able to find the blind kill into Donut through the smoke, mind you. So, I want to say a great display of mechanics and a great heads-up display, but I almost want to say there was some luck on their side, which is exactly what they'll need going into Frag Vegas later this month. And round number 10 does lead to be a semi-full buy for NineFly. Bash has a Galil in hand. Z-Band's leading the charge with the Tech 9. I'm assuming he's going to be sent out first to die and try to grab space, but great spam through the wood wall does drop Ronan down to low HP. Brox, meanwhile, was able to find a pick out towards mid, and that's all of the aggression subtle, but there's a push being prompted down bottom ramp. Sharpie's able to just immediately back off the utility pressure into Cheetah, and Jenny offers up this jump spot. As NineFly try to gather up for this B site, Sharpie should be the first point of contact.
Michu gets that flashbang in, is able to peek in towards Cave. Sharpie's well aware of this potential. It'll work for the Team Flash here, but it's going to be traded and get the Cave position back once again. It's now NineFly. Have to try and gather their thoughts here and reconsider.
What a smoke from Ronan.
That was red.
Whoa, and it's like a drop-down smoke as well.
And here they come. Brox once again finds a hell of a shot on his Z-Bands. As now the rest of NineFly have to run out on this bomb site in slow motion. Oh my god, it's Jackro for double. As somehow, some way he can control time. J-Trop's left alone, 1 versus 5. As it looks like FRZ have found their footing on the CT side.
Yeah, found their footing indeed. Off the back of some great shots from Brox. Jackro as well with that rotation into spawn. Does catch 2 players on their exit from Donut, but J-Trops, like you said, Has to get sent running for the hills, trying to save this AK-47. 10 seconds left on the clock, so no possibility for him to even try and get this bomb down. But the footsteps definitely heard from Toasty, so the hunt will be underway. J-Trop's prepping this flashbang.
Not be able to hold him. Running him down. There's no way. He's able to find Jenny, at least for the time being, but they're going to start raining him down, and he's second. The nade's going to kill him, and the flank from Toasty will finish things off. He's died after time, Blake.
Yeah, died after time. Still has plenty of money, though, to at least call this next round a save. Drop down to 2,400, but of course, the objective of the save is to take that rifle into the next round, and mission not accomplished. So in round 11, as we're tied up at 5-all, going to be nothing but Glocks on the menu for NineFly Esports. There's a flashbang in the belt of Z-Bands, and that's going to be prepped up for mid, but FRZ taking a little bit more of that passive approach.
Oh, I love how this blocks. Getting aggressive and into the face. On for 3. Why not give him the ace? But Z-Bands takes it away. He is able to tag him up at least, but it's the clip reel from Brox as he finds the quad for FRZ to take the lead at 6. And, you know, you have to kind of think about it, Blake. It comes all back down to that Jenny 3K round, and then not only that crazy retake to build this momentum for FRZ.
Yeah, absolutely. And tactical timeout is drawn out from NineFly Esports. Definitely want to talk about this last round of the first half. And I mean, like you talked about, it's been beautiful momentum since Jenny's been able to find the 3K. It led, like you mentioned, to the Toasty retake and the beautiful shots being hit. And it feels like Brox has been able to kind of feed off of that energy with that AWP, considering there's some crazy shots being hit. And although it was a 4K against Glocks, it's still a great display of your opper being able to isolate the duels, being able to whip out the USP when in need, and connect the dots when it matters. Round number 12 underway, our last round of the first half. And like I mentioned, in half number 2, I definitely have a lot more higher hopes for this FRZ roster, as this is where Jackro gets to get a little bit more creative. The strat book, I'm sure, gets a little bit more deep. NineFly trying to pressure mid once more. I've covered all with utility, but Sharpie has gotten very aggressive down bottom ramp and does have his accomplice in Toasty. Michu's gone ahead and backed up towards Ruins, and the communications have to have been made.
Ooh, all the way through. Great start there. Jenny able to hold on. Actually finds another. The round turning on ahead for FRZ as they're looking to end this half on a high note. Z-Bands now into the 1 versus 3, but Brock's straight on his position. Missed shot from him will allow Z-Bands to fight just a little bit longer in towards this round. He's got a full belt of utility, AK in his hands, as well as the bomb on his back. Brox making his way down the B ramp. Doesn't want to get too aggressive. Doesn't want to give too many 1v1s to make this clutch possible for Z-Bands. But Jackro will join up with his opper towards long. Hope for the best, but a beautiful shot to start things off for Z-Bands. Bringing it down to 1 versus 2 now for the time being. The util already being thrown, allowing him to get out of the K position. As the rotations are coming in, both these last remaining players for FRZ will be coming from that CT position. But hold on just a moment. It does seem like Toasty's going to go right through this smoke. Maybe give Z-Bands a chance at a 1v1. There's no damn way he expects this. Coming through that CT smokes. He finds Jackro. Picks up the AWP, but it'll be what costs him. As Z-Bands goes down and Toasty saves the day.
And the one thing I want to touch on for this round in particular is it felt like the timing was working against Z-Bands. Brox pushed all the way down towards ramp, and as soon as Z-Bands tucked around that shelf corner to not be spotted from bottom ramp and start clearing out a little bit towards mid, Brox immediately rotated back up towards the B site, assumed that Z-Bands had walked into Cave and into Cheetah, and that's essentially what sealed the deal for his round. Able to find a great shot, as you mentioned, onto Brox. But it's the T side now for FRZ, and going into this T side, I talked about it, there's going to be a lot more depth in protocol, a lot more depth in the strat book, but it's a matter of execution for this FRZ roster. They had some early struggles on their CT side, but the momentum, as we've already mentioned, has been built up. I definitely think an opportunity for them to capitalize on a little bit of a lackluster NineFly roster at the moment.
Ronan and J-Trops will be grouped up in towards Z-Bands, able to kind of get behind Sharpie as Brox and Coast will go down as well. And FRZ, you got to clear your corners, my friend, as Jackro in 1 versus 4. Only a Glock on his hand. We've already seen some pretty crazy moments in this game so far, but a 1 versus 4 in the pistol. Let me take the ice on the cake if it does happen. Jackro instantly removed at the peak by J-Trops. And NineFly finding some life in this CT side.
Yeah, J-Trops and Z-Bands both giving FRZ a taste of Jenny's own medicine. Ducking into Red Room, ducking into Donut, and that double setup into Donut feels like it should have been expected from this FRZ lineup. But at the end of the day, when the charge is being led that quick, then I honestly don't blame them for not clearing the corner, but this is ESEA Advanced we're talking about. This is creme de la creme, and all these rosters have to be have to make sure they're crossing the T's, dotting the I's. And FRZ's T and I going to lead them towards this B side. A little bit of a lackluster Molotov does give Sharpie an entrance, but Dash is going to close all of this out.
Very clean and fast round from NineFly. They're going to like that. Builds up the money. Allows them to keep the utility as well that they didn't need to use. Now it's FRZ's turn with the full rifles.
Yeah, and this is where FRZ really get to put their T side on display. NineFly, however, we're able to find the first... Oh. That's awkward. Oh, Jenny even showing some frustration on the missed smoke. But nonetheless, hefty mid-take from NineFly Esports. FRZ are leaning towards this B site, but it feels like the mid-play is going to be cooked up.
Through, Michi finds one, was supposed to with a quick trade as well until Dash takes it away from him. The kills will end up in the favor of NineFly. It's now Brox and Jenny forced to reckon with their woes. And recover this round for FRZ as Brox tries to hit a blinder on a Ronin. It will not connect. Smoke out towards middle. Right now, Brox and Jenny, they are very separated, and with bomb spotted in middle, NineFly will stack up in towards this position. They're going to go right on through this red room smoke. Brox is not going to expect this. This is a bold call for them to make, and it pays off beautifully. So, Jenny, you got 3 kills when it mattered most in a round not so long ago, but can you do it again here in a 1 versus 3? Clearing out the cave position. Should know that everybody's pushed out of red room here, but it might have been a missed call. Get the spot it though, but Z-Band spots his head instead. Ronin will jump up. Spots will be good. Ooh, but okay, Jenny finds a nice shot on a Ronin. It looks like the save now underway. He's only got 1 HP to his name, so might as well back off and play for another day.
I don't think this is going to be a save, Zeph. I think that Jenny's going to try and fight his way out of elbow. There's not going to be any time at all to collect this bomb and go to one of the sites. And the longer that NineFly kind of stick around towards Donut is even more opportunities that Jenny gets to try and break into this round. But you can already see J-Trops is conscious of that fact, opting for the retreat all the way into A main. B-Bands should go and unchecked into tunnel. And as time expires, Jenny will be waiting for any reaggressions onto this bomb, but will not catch it. So it's an 8th round on the board for NineFly Esports, 1 away from living up to the name. And a lackluster first rifle round from FRZ. They'll have max loss bonus, but not much money to work with. Tech 9's across the board. Brock's going to save a little bit of that cash to try, or well, I thought he was going to save some of that cash to get that AWP, but we'll immediately reinvest it into half armor into Tech 9. There's a lot of utility on the belts of FRZ, and based on the looks of it, we're going to see a fast A pop. That is exactly where Ronin and the AWP of J-Trops are posted up.
Played this perfectly. Ronin's going to back off, though. Maybe stuck around in that position. Fully blind. Scope will be good. The dash will be better, and through the fire and the flames, he will go down. So FRZ will get the double kill to entry onto the site in the bomb plant, but the aggression from Toasty will be punished. Now J-Trops tries to hit through the smoke, picks up the Tech 9 instead. This could be the weapon of choice for this scenario, as both players and Brox and Sharpie will punch right on through, but J-Trops finally goes down. Sharpie recovers the AWP, trained onto the CT position, smokes out, blocking his point of view. Has to find one at least in towards A main, and now plays the time, and the
He no-scoped him!
He no-scopes him through Donut. Okay, Sharpie. I wish we had a replay feature for that, but that round was absolutely incredible.
And, I mean, I talked about how J-Trops and Ronin both had that defense set up, and the AWP was there, but that just goes to show the difference in the oppers in this matchup alone. How it feels like Ronin is a little bit more strugglesome when it comes to isolating the duels and trying to position that op properly, whereas Brox I mean, it feels like he's always able to play a staggered, what's the word I'm looking for? A staggered defense to try and find the individual peaks. But J-Trops is immediately going to be punished by this peak. But Jack Rose somehow converts a spray onto Ronan. There's a hefty exchange out towards Shelf. The 5-7 of Michu is reaping its rewards, but Dash has an AK-47 in hand, and the bomb's already made its way to its B site. And Dash already looks like he wants to save. Tucking back in towards Donut. Bomb is going to be punched in from Brox. And a successfully fast-paced round coming out from FRZ will make them the first to 9. But NineFly Esports have always had what feels like an answer to whatever FRZ throw at them. Clearly not here.
One thing I've kind of noticed is that NineFly, when they're winning rounds, they're winning them convincingly and very textbook Counter-Strike-like. Whereas for FRZ, yeah, they're winning the rounds, not exactly in the cleanest way, but it seems like they're kind of thriving within that chaos, especially in that mid-round as well. And it's really just turning out to be a giant tug of war. FRZ, fine 9. Will NineFly have an answer back?
Yeah, and I completely agree with that sentiment in terms of NineFly. It feels like they thrive whenever textbook Counter-Strike is being played, but considering that FRZ are on the T side, they, like you said, have that opportunity to get a little bit brash in some of the swings that they're taking, in some of the plays that they're making. And so FRZ right now, to me, are controlling this pace, although it's been a back-and-forth affair. And tactical timeout from NineFly does make its debut. And NineFly have a little bit of an awkward money situation. Z-Bands does end up picking up a rifle, so full buy all across the board. The FRZ do have a little bit of a bankroll of economy. You can see Jenny with $6,000 after the buy. Brox has $3,500 after that AWP pickup. FRZ have an opportunity to be the first to double digits, but will they be able to capitalize on some of their rather brash decision-making?
Like the 3-man stack for NineFly towards the B-bomb site, and they're actually going to play extremities overall instead. Helps maneuvering room for Sharpie if he wants to get aggressive in towards red room. Smoke deployed, allowing Ronan to kind of hold this donut angle, but the flashbang will force him off. So he has to try and reconsider.
Oh, Brox got spotted.
J-Trops. Oh, Brox saw him. He knows exactly where he is. Flashbang to get him out of dodge. Rowan can group up and get a nice burst fire on towards Brox. Steals the man advantage away.
Sharpie's hearing all of these rotations, though. Jenny has a forward position into cave, and you can even see Z-Bands has gone pushing up towards Shelf. Sharpie activates, is able to find the one. Z-Bands still trying to charge through.
Oh, he's going to catch a bomb, though. If Jacko's not too careful, Z-Bands is going to spot him exactly and be able to find this. Toasty might have spotted him, though, and Jacko might be aware. So this is an absolutely insane round in terms of potential. Jacko's trained into this position, and Jenny's going to join him into this crossfire angle, but the time is not good. Jenny will find the frag. Able to back off now, and Toasty finds a nice double. He has started to step up here for FRZ. He was 0-7, now up to 11-12. And at the perfect time as well.
I mean, Toasty's not an opper, but he's definitely good when he's able to put that big green into his hands. And, I mean, we even had production chirping in our ear saying this is a weird round, and it sure as hell was. Jenny somehow able to advert the timing that Z-Bands created by pushing down bottom ramp. But we talked about it. Toasty did get that little bit of a spot onto Z-Bands pushing down ramp. It felt like Jackro was a little bit too aggressive when he was trying to find that timing or re-clear out towards Shelf, and that did drop that man advantage. But nonetheless, money is definitely in order for FRZ, and Jenny's going to try and give a little bit of a facade towards this B site, and that should prompt this 3-man push, but FRZ just kind of waiting patiently in the wings for any information to be collected.
That was a perfect play out of Jenny. You can't even blame him for that. Michu finding a blinder onto him there. He played far back. You know they're going to be on barely any upgraded pistols whatsoever, and boom, barely peak sooner, instantly dead. So a hell of a shot out of Michu to get things started for NineFly. Can't even blame Jenny for that. But now that has caused NineFly to rotate over, and FRZ are going to walk right in towards this stack here. And this might become very, very costly for him. Sharpie's got to rely on this close aim. There's so many angles to clear, but every player is filling the angles. Sharpie's able to find one. Michu and Ronan each chime in with a pistol kill. Brock's down as well. This round has become ever so costly for FRZ, but Toasty gets dashed through the smoke, fully blinded. Michu and Z-Bands left alone now. 2 versus 1 here to try and stop FRZ from winning a round that they should be winning, but Z-Bands with the closer is NineFly. Keep on going.
Yeah, and I thought there was a moment that FRZ would have transitioned back into the B site. And it's that textbook Counter-Strike that NineFly are playing to be able to make the read and then rotate back over to the A site. And FRZ just kind of falling crap to that play. I mean, like I said, it felt like there was a moment where FRZ thought about going back up towards shelf, so maybe a little bit of clouded comms or a little bit too many chefs in the kitchen. But the immediate response from NineFly is going to be that B doors smoke. FRZ looking to press the agenda up ramp, though. Plenty of utility on the belts. D-Bands does reside in V2. Michu is here to offer a little bit of overwatch from the cubby, but will be able to do more than just cover.
They get the trade. They'll look for the Swain, but Z-Bands recovers. The man advantage for NineFly is now the remaining players of FRZ need to find the opening. Bring this back to an even man scenario. Smoke from the Ashley will block any sort of cave information. Now FRZ have to reconsider their options.
Yeah, I think the main option at hand now is going to be to cut noise, allow NineFly to try and overreact to the lack of information. Toasty and Brox going to offer up a boost onto the second box. Z-Bands is posted on the angle from deep long and will take a chunk of damage as a response. AK-47 is being recycled. Molotov to prevent the push. FRZ still want to go charging right through this ramp position.
Yeah, and the rotations are already coming in. They're fully clearing everybody out of A main, so they know there's no chance for any sort of lurk here. But Toasty and the rest of his friends are going to be taking their sweet old time clearing this bomb site. They've got 20 seconds to work with. This is giving plenty of time for both J-Trops and Ronan to be coming on in. No smoke towards long, so FRZ looks like they're going to be planning for long and allowing Toasty to get this goal here as well, but he turns away the ball time. Z-Bands finds the opener, though. Jack has got to find 2 huge frags in retaliation. Brox finds one as well, but J-Trops walks in and finds Brox. Jackro now has to hold, looking for the hat trick to save the day for FRZ. AK in hand, and he will do it. Who else but Jackro as FRZ find 11.
Yeah, and we talked about the scrappy Counter-Strike versus the textbook, and that was that right there. I mean, FRZ, when they're able to kind of throw a wrench into the game plan of NineFly Esports, it feels like they've been able to capitalize. And I'm going to make a bold prediction here. This tack timeout isn't for FRZ to kind of regather themselves. This is a timeout that Jeff LaFlavor's calling to let NineFly think about why they lost that round. I've talked to Jeff before. He loves calling these timeouts when they win rounds that they shouldn't, and just kind of letting NineFly sit on it. So a possible set play coming in from FRZ, but like I said, more than likely, definitely a little bit of a confidence breaker for this NineFly roster. And moving into this next round, Brox will have the AWP in hand. All thanks to Sharpie taking the short end of the stick with the MAC-10. And FRZ still in the driver's seat, but have to continue this momentum. Back timeout comes to a close, so does the freeze time, and round 21's underway. You see that NineFly Esports do have the AWP, but have 2 SMGs and a lack of utility on the 2 rifles as well, so depending on where those M4s are positioned, this might be their demise, but Toasty's leading this charge early.
Yeah, Michu looks to stick around in the fire and finds a gift of Sharpie's head. Now it's a 3-man stack over here, but Jenny's going to be able to steal the frag away from Michu. Z goes down as well, knows exactly where Dash will be, but allows a flashbang to move him into position. That has also allowed a player of FRZ to get in towards Cave, maybe getting into the face here. I think J-Trop spotted Jackro moving up. No, he didn't. I don't think he's aware of this, though. Z-Bands, is he going to be aware of Toasty? FRZ perfectly placed and at the right time as well. Jenny's found another opening as well. Z-Bands' attention is going to be fully on this 8 ramp hit, but Toasty finds one as well, and out comes J-Trops. Now it's Brox, 1 versus 2. He's had a hell of a good op performance so far. Almost makes the mistake. Bomb's gonna go down. Ronan holds his own, not wanting to push on through. Brock should have no clue that both remaining players of NineFly will be coming from this cave position. He has the smoke towards endgame. Nobody will be on the other side of it, though. But he will have the bomb planted for him. And I think he started to realize this as well, but he's in a one-and-done position. But the smoke rains out. Ronan's gonna tap the bomb. No, but Broxy's lost track of it. J-Trops finds him, and NineFly steal the round.
And NineFly being put onto double digits and temporarily putting a pause to the momentum that FRZ have built up. A little bit of an awkward position to be in with that AWP if you're Brox. I would have liked him to try to switch to a rifle, one of the ones that his teammates did drop, especially when that smoke was deployed onto the bomb. But hindsight is always 20/20. In round 22, NineFly will have plenty of money to work with, so a presumed 11-all scoreline after we exit this round. But FRZ have pulled off crazier things before, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to do it here and now. Jenny is offering up some sort of fake on this A site, has assistance with the CT smoke and the donut smoke, but the AWP of J-Trops immediately puts a quell to it. Rest of FRZ are looking to bust right through this A ramp smoke.
Michu finds a nice double to stop FRZ from overwhelming this bomb site. Looks for a third. Yes, he can. Almost finds another. Z-Bands will find the closer. We're all tied up. We're going a full 24, it seems.
Yeah, we will indeed be going a full 24, but whether or not one of these teams can take us into overtime is going to be the next question. FRZ still not the best of facilities to work with in round 23. Mac-10 in Sharpie's hands, 2 Galils, AK-47s, but plenty of utility to help assist in this rush. Or presumed rush, I'd say, with Sharpie on the Mac-10. One thing FRZ haven't really been accounting for is some of this extremity aggression when they take mid. Whether or not they'll be able to solve that puzzle right here and right now is going to be my next question for this FRZ roster. You can see a little bit of counterplay coming out from Sharpie, but Dash with that broken smoke towards mid does get a little bit of visual, but not enough to confirm anything.
Fox burns Dash at the stake as he falls down. Ronan stuck between a rock and a hard place. Brox tries to get up close and personal with them here. Flashbang out, but everybody's blind, it seems. Nobody able to connect any shots there for the time being. That has allowed J-Trops to get up close with him. Maybe spot Jacko's head. Oh no! He finds him. The round has collapsed. All of a sudden, FRZ 3 frags in 3 seconds. As now J-Trops left alone. And once again, FRZ with a scrappy round. But it works out in their favor. As J-Trops, he's got to save this AWP. There's no way there will be another chance for an AWP coming into the fray, into the next round, potentially. There's a missed shot from him, might cost him. Brox with a closer, and FRZ are the first to find map point.
I mean, the one thing that sticks out to me in that round in particular is the amount of pressure that FRZ were able to put towards mid with just 2 members. I almost want to attribute that to Brox just kind of having that scrappy duel into Red Room with both the AWP and the M4, and I mean, it caused a little bit of hesitation on that B site, and FRZ were able to capitalize on just that. So I wouldn't be surprised if FRZ try to continue some of this mid pressure to alleviate some of the site holds. But already, NineFly have made an adjustment, and that's going to be a 3-man stack towards mid. The space has been taken, and Jacko's just going to be persistent in this elbow smoke, but the shell fight is happening, and Michu lines them up and knocks them down. Ronan's able to find one towards elbow, and suddenly, it's a 1v4 for Brox, making a 1v3 after the boom! But the bomb still down towards ruins does not give him any easier of a task to pull off. But he now has to try and find some sort of timing. His eyes are posted towards the shelf smoke.
The good news is that he's got the most powerful gun in the game. The bad news, the bomb is down outside of the B area. And yeah, look at this. Michu spotted it. He'll call it. It's J-Trops and Z-Bands. We'll now try to group up with Brox. A minute remaining. That smoke will give away his position. They'll know exactly where he is. Over in towards the cave area. He's just got to play around this smoke. There's no damn way you should be able to do this. Unless the unthinkable can occur. Maybe he can catch both J-Trops and Z-Bands off guard coming
They didn't hear
through.
the scope.
Oh, they didn't. Both their backs are turned. 30 seconds remaining. Brox is going to have to get active here. Oh, but the jump! The B-hop allows him to cross. And that will force everybody to run away, run for the hills. But there's so many players left alive, so many angles to choose from. He's able to find one with Z-Bands with the trade, and we've got more. We've got overtime.
We indeed are heading to overtime. It's going to be the first overtime of season 57 that I've had the honor of casting. But money will not be an issue going to this first round of overtime. Everyone at $1,200 a piece. A little bit of a tech pause comes in. Not sure for who, but at the end of the day, FRZ will have plenty of facilities to work with, but they have to stick to that scrappy style of Counter-Strike we've been talking about. I mean, every time that NineFly have really played their textbook style of Counter-Strike, and whether that's doubling up on these pushes, whether that's isolating fights down bottom ramp, or whether that's been just all-out brawls towards mid, it feels like FRZ have crumbled, and whenever FRZ have been able to pull off some unconventional plays, like we talked about earlier, hefty mid-aggression, opening up some of these entries onto the B site, or even causing repositions from this NineFly roster, it feels like FRZ have been able to come out on top. So like I said, they have to continue to play this disruptive style of Counter-Strike, and if they're not able to continue that, then NineFly Esports might be able to walk away with a win here, but we still have 2 halves of overtime to be played, and Zeph, this is the back and forth affair that I think we both expected.
Yeah, and well, the tech timeout is gone, so it wasn't too long, at least for the time being. We get to see more Counter-Strike pretty quickly. But as this is overtime, we will be able to see a full buyout of every single round. And if I'm not mistaken, I think NineFly might be going to Frag Vegas as well. I might be wrong in that statement, but if they are, it would be lovely to see the chance of having these two teams face each other on land. I mean, this smack talk between both Z-Bands and Jackro would be legendary. Very entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I agree with that sentiment.
Push! Oh, Pichu! A nice double to really give FRZ the punch in the face. Dash with the cherry on top. What's Brox and Jenny? 2 versus 5. Not too much to work with here. Maybe Roman can get caught off guard to make it a little bit easier on him. But still, double players remain. As soon as Jenny swings, he should be able to go at least find one, but it should be a quick trade from either Michu or Dash. I know Michu's low HP, but there's no damn way Jenny should be able to find both these frags in towards that key position. But maybe if he does that and somehow walks away as well. How is Michu not aware of that? What the hell are we witnessing?
I don't know, and the awkward positioning from Brox out towards Red Room will make this a lot easier if he's able to catch any more rotations, but it's going to be op-on-off violence, and the shadow advantage is definitely in J-Trop's favor, so Brox will hit the floor. The bomb is recovered from Jenny, but there's a possibility that he leaves a little bit of doubt into the minds of this NineFly roster that he's going to try and hit this A site. Jenny's going to rewalk all the way back towards Shelf. The footsteps definitely not heard from the B site players, and J-Trop's playing in towards CT has given himself the range advantage, but Jenny dropping this lurk smoke out will definitely assist in his entrance.
It would be the 4K clutch for Jenny, but the nade lands right on top. NineFly recover, and they find 13.
Yeah, and because we saw that AWP in play from J-Trops and from Brox, there's going to be a little bit of a financial dent in this overtime bankroll. Brox still going to field it once more. FRZ have rifles and plenty of utility to go along with it as that overtime payroll does come to fruition. And it feels like some of these rounds, FRZ are starting out with that, brash and very brutal style of Counter-Strike that we've been talking about all game. But as these late rounds develop, it feels like they kind of lean back into more of a disciplined style, and that's exactly what's biting them in the ass.
Well, FRZ getting aggressive up middle, looking to kind of thread the needle and get in towards this red room position, and that's exactly what Sharpie will be able to do. Now, Dash will be in donut with Ronan. As the extremities play here from NineFly, but Seabands might be aware, and that's exactly what he is doing. He's going to be clearing out this red room position. The smoke should be a dead giveaway that nobody's going to be here, but Sharpie is lurking and capitalizes on it. Takes down Seabands. Nade deep to eat Ronin alive. He does a little bit of damage, but a missed shot from Brox. A rare miss, that is, as well as Dash finds the double. Now Sharpie still alive and kicking in towards the C position as J-Chops in the back, stabbed by Jackro. Now down to 2 versus 2. The bomb is down just inside the donut smoke, but Sharpie with the nade could finish things off. But Ronin still alive and kicking, has another molly. Let's take this fight here, and Ronin will go down as FRZ answer back with 13 of their own.
I love to see FRZ bounce back, but the one thing I have to add or say is that that wasn't FRZ playing up to their potential. That was NineFly completely dropping the bag in that round. We saw the timings that Sharpie was able to create out towards mid, and NineFly just felt like they lost track of it, especially with J-Trops having his back turned in Donut and Jenny being able to just completely walk out. I mean, Jenny's been constant on these T-lurks throughout overtime and throughout regulation, so like I said, I feel like that was a little bit of a fumbling of the bag from NineFly, but a beautiful round from FRZ nonetheless to convert on to 13 all. This A-pop might be dangerous.
Yes, indeed. As Toasty looking to lead the charge here for FRZ. Smoke grenade will be popped and reformed. Nobody on NineFly able to get a grip of what's happening here on this ace. Bombs still need to go down, but finally, Fox will do it. Burns as well. Z-Band's able to find him. Michu with a gift on towards Jenny. Ooh, Toasty not ready for the flank through Donut as the site is collapsing for FRZ. It's going to be looking like a flawless retake here for NineFly as they will end the half up 14-13.
Yeah, NineFly did a great job of applying early pressure from CT. I believe that was Dash just sitting deep in CT, and then immediately having Dash just pump the brakes, throw the parking brake on, and just kind of letting that little bit of persistent pressure that he was able to apply early in the retake just kind of sit in the minds of FRZ while the rest of the squad attempted that retake through Donut. And that's what opened up that positioning. We saw a little bit of counter utility from the side of FRZ, but the 2 Molotovs that were thrown into Donut immediately extinguished by that deep smoke that Toasty decided to deploy. And so now FRZ get to switch to the CT side, but this is where they showed some struggles early in this first half of play. Will they be able to rebound and take us to 14 all? Even find the lead here and now. Brox has a little bit of a position change on the CT side, opting for the shelf hold with the AWP. We saw him work wonders before, but NineFly had this set up proper.
Oh, Z-Bands tries to get a bit of information, jump peeks over the box, and gets punished as he's taken down to 3 HP by Sharpie. He will be able to walk away from the fight, but that might leave a bit of a headache for him there. Now, ooh, Brox able to find one on towards Michu, get that man advantage for FRZ, forced back. As now Ronin wants to train onto this position, but he will be able to find him. Toasty gets forced out on the molly. J-Chops will find him. The aggression from B now comes into the fray. Ronin cannot peek this. Cannot peek. Oh, but a miss nade might cost him, and he's got to stay alive. He's got to delay these rotations as long as possible. Keep them at bay, and they will do more than that. Both Sharpie and Jenny go down. And Jackro left alive. 1 versus 2, but bomb is down. He's recoverable for NineFly. But for the time being, I mean, this is still looking a little bit in the favor of Jackro.
Yeah, he's ahead of the curve in terms of rotations. I mentioned that the bomb is still down ruins, so a recovery mission underway. And you can see that's even being delayed just that little bit more because J-Trops and Dash are concerned that there's already a flank happening, but little do they know. Jackro's already tucked into this short cubby. He's going to let the M4 sing, but J-Trops with the proper reactions is going to put NineFly Esports on to 15. I mean, a beautiful shot from him, but a little bit of a fumbling of that M4 spray from Jackro, to say the least.
Yeah, that really could have been the momentum needed to get your team back into this game. Unfortunately, it's just not enough. As NineFly will have their turn at map point. They've got 2 chances to close. And they've got the AWP on J-Trops once again.
I mean, it's just such a rough spot to be in if you're FRZ. I've talked about how so many times FRZ have won rounds thanks to NineFly just kind of dropping the ball. But until FRZ are able to force those mistakes out of this NineFly roster, then I don't see much of a hope of NineFly actually continuing that sloppy style of Counter-Strike. It feels like as we've gotten deeper into this map, that NineFly have really tightened up as a roster. Whether or not FRZ can try and force fights on their own accord, or even find some duels on their home turf, that will be the next question. There's going to be a fake A play prepped up for this NineFly Esports roster, but Ronan's going to be the only one running out. The Donut Smoke has missed, though, and Ronan will pay the price.
Wait, that was a
Solo lurk
fake?
towards elbow.
Look at this. They're rotated off. This B site's right over for the taking. This is a beautiful call out of NineFly. They now got this site for free, and they still got at least a player over. He's on alive and keeping the baby. Stops the rotations on that flank. But when Jackro finds an opener like that, it might make the round ever so costly. 3 versus 5 now, and the aggression is starting to pay off, at least for the time being. So J-Trops, 1 versus 3, knows exactly where Jenny is, but with the smoke grenade deployed towards the top ramp position, only a molly on the bomb, but Jacker should stick this, and FRZ will recover from their fumble as they will go the distance. Okay, a beautiful no-scope, but it's all for not another no-scope, as Jackro stays alive after he gets the ninja defuse, as we find another last round of overtime.
I mean, this is a back and forth affair through and through. Each team trading right hooks, trying to find that knockout blow. NineFly trying to play some scrappy Counter-Strike. Clearly don't have the, I want to say fundamentals, but that doesn't feel like the proper word. It feels like their spacing was a little bit off on this B execute. And FRZ able to capitalize on portions of it. The fact that kill towards cave did go the way of FRZ is actually just completely criminal. Round number 6 of overtime number 1. Brox and J-Trops will have the AWPs in hand. And FRZ only have 1 round to take us into the second overtime. And NineFly might be facing that typical North American curse, not being able to close out the games, but FRZ having a little bit of that on their
They're going
own.
for it again. It's the same exact call again. They're just going to try. I mean, score. Why not? Do it again. Just this time, don't get too over-aggressive. Look at this, the rotation. It's working again. But I think they've started to realize that this is the exact same call as Ronan goes down again. And now they've rotated back towards this B-bomb site. Both Jenny and Sharpie. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. But at least I know where the bomb will be. As it is brought over towards this B-bomb site, but now it looks like they've started to reconsider. Maybe they know the fake isn't necessarily bought by FRZ. They try to figure out a new idea.
A little bit of miscommunication on the boost into cave. Gams offers up a molly to help assist his entrance. Positions revealed, and NineFly, it feels like they're trying to go for a reposition out towards mid. You can see the AWP of Brox has already rotated to Donut, so if anything starts to happen out towards mid, Brox will be that early alarm system. Michu does spot Toasty. The AWP misses its shot, and J-Trops gets another gift with the Tech 9. Is able to convert the kill onto Toasty, but Brox is now under a lot of pressure from this A-main position. But J-Trops with utility in his hand will be caught off guard, and it's all left on the dash. A 1v4 for the Centuries, but it will not come to fruition. Jackro shuts it down, and as Drake once said, OT, OT. There's never much love when we head to OT. As Zeph, we have overtime number 2 on our hands.
You know, Blake, the last time I had the pleasure of casting a Z-Bands game, it went to 5 overtimes.
Oh, no. Why'd you have to curse it?
I'm just saying it would fit the pattern if it somehow goes again. But, you know, maybe we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We still got a full set of double OT to go through first.
No, we're going to 5 OTs.
Oh, God,
you just cursed it. You
no.
You were the one that cursed it, not me.
Fuck it. We ball 10 overtimes. Who cares? We're going all night, baby. 1 map of Counter-Strike. Who cares? Let's game.
Game at hand, though, for NineFly. Does seem to be this mid-control. There's a lot of split presence. As soon as this smoke fades, though, Sharpie will have free access to the sides. He's only able to go 1-for-1 with Z-Bands. the information has been gathered. Toasty found a kill onto Dash down towards mid. And with Jackro and Jenny able to find 2 kills off the back of a well-timed push through the ramp smoke, but Jackro's about to walk in the crosshair, but the position will be revealed, and no, the kill will be stolen away. It's FRZ able to find a 16th. What the hell was I watching in that round? I mean, Sharpie able to go 1 for 1. That trade was acceptable, but the fact that Jenny's able to just slowly walk down through that smoke, I've said it once before, and I've said it once again. FRZ are getting away with absolutely criminal plays and need to be locked up in some sort of facility, whether it's the state pen, whether it's the mental institution. But clearly, those plays are what's giving them these rounds.
Oh man, I mean, this game just keeps on giving. Every time one team takes an inch, the other one takes a mile, and we start all the way back at the beginning every single time. Right now, J-Chops finds the opener on towards Sharpie. The bomb slate now under pressure as Toasty's alive here, so it's going to force a rotation already in for Jackro. Time being, NineFly, pause button to slow things down. Still utility out of FRZ, hope and pray for some aggression that might cost him the round. Now Jackro look to be taking a fire shot there. Right now it's against the charge. Ronin finds a nice double. Oh dear, FRZ, the site has collapsed before our very eyes at the hands of young Ronin. And now the bomb is down and 42. Oh dear, Toasty and Brox got money. Why not go for it here? Or at least make it costly for NineFly. They all grouped up in solo positions. And in these solo positions, they are tradable as well. Toasty right on through the smoke. Will walk into the crosshairs of Dash. Waiting in his place. He is able to go down though. But J-Chop finds the closer, and so will Michu as we're tied up once again at 16 apiece.
32 rounds of Counter-Strike played so far. 33rd on the horizon. Slowly thawing out this freeze time. Brox scoops up the AWP once more, and the one thing I'll talk about in that round is that FRZ kind of left Brox on an island out towards mid. He was escaped into that mid cubby and just kind of playing the surveillance drone role with the AWP, but it felt like the rotations could have been a little bit quicker from FRZ considering the information that they did have at hand. With the exchange of utility out towards mid, FRZ still trying to apply this pressure.
Toasty looking to me. A bit of a glance there. Finds the back of J-Chop on the box. Sharpie, your turn. You're up, my friend. But it's a one and done. It ends up in an even 3-on-3. Jackro might be up to the task here to get out of dodge. Still will be isolated towards the Tetris boxes as the bomb is being rotated over towards that A side of the map.
Yeah, and this is typically where you'd see FRZ go hunting for information, whether that be Jackro or Jenny, but considering they haven't gone hunting just yet, it opens up a free rotation for NineFly all the way to this A side. Jackro, though, just narrowly misses the timing, and Dash should be offered up on a silver platter, but Jackro, your trigger discipline might prove to be your worth, and you find the first, but can't convert the second, and so Michu instant with the trade. Both players for NineFly Esports sub 30 HP, but Brox gets a little bit of an awkward timing, and the AWPs are now scoped in this awkward duel, but Jenny's close by to offer support.
He's stuck, he can't move. Oh, he's able to get out of dodge with the smoke grenade, allowing him on through. Z-Man's repositioned over towards the temple position. Here comes Jenny. Both players are low. Is he faster? Is he better? But Jenny is even better than that. Michu's low HP. Oh, but he knows exactly where he is and finds the round. Jenny with the clutch when it matters most. He's had a hell of an ancient this evening. And he's even gonna shoot the bomb. Oh man, a little bit of answer. That's what we love to see as FRZ find 17.
What are these rounds? I mean, everything's being thrown at the ceiling fan, and some of it's getting chopped into pieces, but other stuff is just completely stopping that spin. And FRZ, I mean, the fact that Jackro isn't able to convert that spray feels a little bit awkward, but at the end of the day, that's all the information in the world that FRZ needed to get the rotations underway. And although it was that 2v1, we forgot to mention that both players were sub 30 HP, and so it made it a hell of a lot easier for Jenny to make a rotation in. And in round number 34, Zeph, Dash has an AUG in hand, and I'm assuming that's going to be put towards mid, but
I like
I don't know how to feel about this.
I like it. Why not get the AUG involved, dude? It's fun. I like using it sometimes. Maybe, it might get called a bit of a noob gun, but it has its moments. Maybe you're not feeling it with the M4, A4, maybe not with the A1S. What about the AUG? Might cost a little bit more, but hey. Still does the same. At least it has a scope on top of it.
I mean, when you frame it like that, I guess I kind of agree. When you're not feeling the M4s and you're not gifted the A2BP, because that's J-Trop's role, and you need a little bit of zoom on the crosshair, whip out the AUG. And Zeph, I don't know. I don't even know what to say at this point. I mean, both of these teams have been brawling all out across this map of Ancient. We see the only two players that haven't reached 20 kills yet is Jackro and Toasty, but realistically, they've been a lot of the key pieces of information gathering for FRZ on the T side. But it's only a matter of time until these sides do, or well, yeah, only a matter of time until the sides switch. But FRZ back in the driver's seat. We need 2 to close this one out. Ronin's gotten very aggressive in towards A main. Has support from the op of J-Trops, but I feel like Ronin's going to be pushed out as soon as that nade hits. But opts to stand his post.
Yeah, they've got this full A main control and information. Allow Dash to rotate over. Ronin, the aggression will pay off. Catches Jackro off guard. And now Brox will start to activate over towards middle. Ops go towards his donut position. J-Trop's kind of in an interesting spot here, but over on B's site, a bit of a trade battle happens as it will end up being a Brox to find Ronin on donut. Toasty makes his way up towards the cave area as Jenny will go up B ramp. Almost 10, okay. Jenny, maybe you gamble, my friend. Toasty, you gamble as well. Why not? Everybody gamble. It's A-okay. Apparently in Counter-Strike, as they are able to find the kill through the smoke on a wing and a prayer. As J-Trop has to find Brox, who does even better than that. He can stay alive and find the frags as FRZ find 18. 1 round away from finding their first win in advanced.
And I mean, this would be one hell of a way to take that first win. A back-and-forth affair just to prove the mental resilience of this FRZ lineup. But, holy, I'm still, taken aback by how scrappy these rounds have been. It feels like NineFly are running out of protocols, running out of strategies on that strat book. And they're having to kind of lean back onto this all-out brawl style of Counter-Strike, which we talked about in regulation was not working in their favor, and kind of leaning into FRZ's playstyle. And that is exactly what's happening. But Brox, with a rare miss shot of that AWP, does open up a little bit of B pressure. And you can already see NineFly have burrowed themselves into Donut, but FRZ are looking to completely subvert the gaze and walk out of A main.
Yeah, this is how NineFly were able to kind of get themselves to this point to get us into overtime. But now it's FRZ's turn to go for the bait and switch. As they will switch over towards that A site. J-Trops will be overwhelmed. It's now going to be a 3 versus 2. Z-Bands and Dash. Can they do this for NineFly? Can they keep the ball rolling? Or will it stop here? And now Dash knows where Toasty is, at least spots the utility, but that will be it. FRZ unit, after an absolutely beautiful Ancient performance, take it 19-16 in double OT.
I mean, what a back-and-forth affair. I mean, we talked about how this was somewhat expected, but still just an absolute all-out brawl. And I mean, we talked about how NineFly tried to lean into some of the aggression that FRZ were pulling off, but weren't able to actually capitalize on it. And production, I'm going to ask you a quick question. Are you ready to get Jenny in here? Or do you need
I
more
can't
time to
hear
set
anything.
up?
I'm not in the call if you guys are talking to me.
Send it to a break?
Move.
Okay. I've gotten the information. We're going to send it to a short break, but we've stolen Jenny out of the TeamSpeak to offer up a little bit of an interview. So don't go anywhere, and we'll have a few words from Jenny after this short break.
Doing it right. Am I doing it right? Doing it right. Am I doing it right?
Ladies and gentlemen, after a short break, we have stolen Jenny away from the TeamSpeak to offer a few words. And Jenny, congratulations on the win, first off. But the first thing I want to ask is, it felt like NineFly were playing a very textbook style of Counter-Strike, and when y'all were able to get very brawly and scrappy across the map, it felt like that's when y'all were able to find success. And on the CT side, you had some great plays yourself, but was this matchup about playing that scrappy style of Counter-Strike, or was it just trying to make reads across the map to eventually find out what NineFly was doing?
I mean, we kind of went into the game, kind of just wanted to play our brand of CS, which is a little more scrappy. Unfortunately, this first game and this game, I think we brought like our D and C game, so it definitely got way more scrappy than we wanted to. But we were able to hunker it down when it mattered, and yeah, whenever it got into those brawly situations, we have guys like Simon, guys like Alex that can really close out for us. So, yep.
Now I have to say, Jen, you're kind of the MVP of this matchup here, you know. And I know there was a little. It seemed like there was a little bit of banter going on in the server. Are you able to maybe comment on maybe what was kind of going on between both teams? We heard the chat message popping quite a bit there.
We know. I mean, everyone knows Z-Bands is going to be Z-Bands. He's going to type to people. Alex is also kind of typing back to him. He's kind of fueling the fire. So, I mean, it's friendly banter both ways. I'm sure no one means anything, but yeah, kind of just talking smack back and forth.
Yeah, and always Counter-Strike is a mental game, so that back and forth banter is always welcome. Me and Zeph were talking about it a little bit as it was happening. And Jenny, the one thing I wanna ask you to kind of round this out is, does a win like this kind of give you guys confidence in terms of moving forward, or was this kind of like a resettling win where you were just like, hey, let's make sure we're crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's, and really playing our style, or was it just kind of more of a statement win for you guys?
The lid's off. That's what matters. I mean, for some of these guys like Brock and Alex had never played Advanced before. James, it's been a while. So, getting that first win in Advanced, no matter how ugly it is a win. So hopefully we can build off that going into next week's games. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Absolutely. And so the last thing I'll ask is there anything that you want to say to the FRZ guys watching at home or any of the fans watching at home?
Yep. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out Kuvi. Shout out Damien, who does our graphics. He does a great job. And shout out all the FRZ fam.
Absolutely. And so, Jenny, we're not going to hold you for too much longer. We know you want to go celebrate the win. I know you guys are going to watch this one back. And congratulations once again on a great win over NineFly.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. And so, Zeph, after a back and forth affair that we predicted would go, I think one way or the other, but didn't meet our expectations, we have made it to the end after the double overtime affair. Zeph, you got any closing remarks on this banger matchup?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit concerned at the start, and the way the Counter-Strike was kind of flowing on the side of FRZ, but they shut me up. They really proved that they can have all their players kind of show up when it matters most, and that's absolutely what matters most when it comes to ESEA Advanced. I think the firepower has proven that the firepower on this roster is proven, and I think now is their time to maybe make a big dent in Advanced and maybe go the distance, have a fantastic season, especially after a fantastic win like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And like Jenny said, the lid is finally off for this FRZ roster. But for us here tonight, that's going to be it. My name, as always, is Blakert_CS. We had the wonderful Zephcast to help guide us through the action. And then, as always, we've had Exploding behind the camera, giving you all the fancy camera angles, handling the interview process. And so, once again, Exploding, thank you for that. But from us over here on the FRZ unit channel, that will be it for this week. We do have another FRZ matchup. I'm pulling it up right now at next Monday. Yeah, next Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern. So make sure you're there. Set the alarm, or set the alarm, set the timer. I was trying to say both of them at once. And make sure to follow FRZ Unit on Twitter to get all the updates and stay in the loop. And without further ado, we will see you next Monday.